Good morning and welcome to a new work week vlog. My name is Anna and this week we're going from Monday. I think my plan is until Saturday. However, today, Monday, is Martin Luther King Day. So that's why we're not at work, but I'm thrilled for the extra day of the weekend. I'm so thrilled for the extra day of the weekend. I do have errands to run later as well as like little tasks to do here, both before and after. So it won't be as much of like a sit around and chill day, but I feel like that's okay because a lot of my weekend got to be kind of sit around and chill. I feel like I actually had a pretty balanced weekend. Let me finish my introduction and then we'll get into it. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a medical social worker working in a children's hospital. I'm 23, almost 24. Gosh, my birthday's on Saturday. So by the end of this video, I'll be 24. But for now, I'm a 23-year-old living in Atlanta, living my little post-grad life. Okay, and this weekend, several of Zach's friends who live out of town came back into town, like the ones who moved out of town for after college, came back into town. And so on Saturday, we went to dinner with a group of his friends. And then on Sunday, yesterday, we went to brunch too. So I got like some good fun time and also some good food sprinkled in there this weekend. This upcoming week, just the like brief rundown of it. Obviously today's off, Tuesday through Friday. I'm thinking are going to be relatively normal work days. My previous work week was so hectic, crazy busy, and I feel like with the wave of busyness that happens, I have to be coming off the other side. Like I feel like I have to be. I'm so hoping I don't get proven wrong, but I want a more chill, relaxed week at work this week. And on Saturday, it is my birthday, but I don't know yet when we're going to be celebrating my birthday. I feel like, I don't know. I'm someone who always feels sad on their birthday, and I don't know why. Like it's not even like a sad about getting older, like it truly is not, but just for some reason my birthday is always a melancholy day. So I don't know when we're actually going to celebrate my birthday, but it's probably not going to be on my actual birthday because on Saturday I am actually going to work. I'm going to get some overtime this week, but there's an annual service of remembrance for children who were lost in the previous year, a chunk of time. Not as close as December, like back further, if that makes sense. There's a service of remembrance that we've been planning for months. That is just like a tradition they've done for always. And so I don't know yet how that's gonna feel. I mean, like we put a lot of planning into it, so I imagine the service itself is going to be beautiful, but like I just don't think I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday on the day that is a remembrance service for lost children. You know, like that. But that's Saturday, so we'll discuss that further when we get to Saturday. I haven't decided yet if we'll like go out to dinner Friday, go out to dinner Sunday, but Saturday itself, we're just gonna pretend it's not my birthday for that reason. I will try to do like an in-depth work week as we're getting into the work days and actually talk about what's going on each day, what I'm doing in each day. Some of my tasks for this morning, I need to plan meals and I need to gather my little ingredient list because later I'm going to be going grocery shopping. I need to start editing the video that I recorded this past week and will be coming up. Well, it's the one that would have posted before this one. For me, it's coming up this upcoming weekend to post. Need to edit that. I want to go to a used bookstore, one that I haven't been to in a while. It's like a very used bookstore. Like it's the kind of bookstore that you just like walk in and there's just like piles of books that go up to the ceiling. I want to go to that one today. I kind of like remembered it the other day and I was like, I should go there. I should go there, see what there is. I don't really have more rooms on my shelves. I think I need to get new shelves because I don't even know if I get anything there, but it's always just fun to look. What else do I need to do? If I'm really feeling it, I'll go and drop off a donation to a thrift store. Yeah, actually I should do that. Kind of close to where I get groceries, so go drop off a donation to a thrift store. I feel like that's pretty productive. Like that's a lot of things to fit into a day off of work. I'm going to start though by editing that video. So fun catch up. I feel like we got a good like look at the week ahead, little like reflection on the weekend past, and let's get on with our holiday. It is now 11:30 and I'm like in the exact same state as if I just woken up, as far as like I have not really gotten up off that couch since you've seen me last, but I did get that entire video edited and it's now exporting, so I feel very proud of that. That's a lot of the week's work just done. And then I also made a meal plan on Meal Lime of 5 dinners. I was in the quick and easy section of the app. That's my goal for this week's dinners, is quick and easy. But I'm gonna go through, this is the app that makes the grocery list for me. So I have my grocery list now, but I'm gonna go through and check off anything that we already have and get dressed and ready and try to get my little booty out the door so I can get on with my errands. I'm sweating after carrying all of my groceries up and then just putting them away. I was gonna do a grocery haul, but honestly, some of the frozen stuff needed to get in the freezer, so I'll just show you everything now that it's put away, even though you can't really tell what's new and not. Notable up here is that I got goldfish for snacks throughout the week. I feel like the defining moment of my adult self so far was realizing that like if I ever want a cute little fun snack, I can just get it for myself and eat it through the week. It's really incredible. Moving down a level, a lot of things is just going in recipes, like the beans are going in recipe, salsa's going in recipe. These are gluten-free ciabatta rolls. I really love regular ciabatta rolls, and since Zach can't have gluten, I got him gluten-free ciabatta rolls for one of the recipes this week. Move down another level, tortillas, these fun little seasonal truffles from Aldi. These are Zach my favorite chips from Kroger, and we're doing a little recipe that's gonna include them. Let's move on into the fridge, or the freezer. We'll start with the freezer. It was buy two, get one free, okay? It was buy two, get one free. So I got chocolate chip, I got blueberry, and I got cinnamon toast. And I'm very excited for all of it. Lots of frozen fruit for smoothies throughout the week. Some shrimp in there. And I feel vulnerable showing you my fridge. Number one, the bulb is out, so it's dark in there. That's fine, we can survive with that. But number two, I know enough about food safety to know that I should not organize my fridge the way I do, but I still organize my fridge the way I do. So everyone, let's take this as a learning moment. Please do not put your meat, your raw meat, above any kind of raw vegetable of any kind. However, look, here I am and I haven't gotten sick yet. Piece of cake, so you can see like eggs. We had a lot of produce going on this week. Milk, got some Spare Life chocolate milk back there, some Honeycrisp apples. Overall, it was like a 3 hour, ooh, that's dark. Overall, it was like a 3 hour errand run. I guess I can show you too. I spent a lot of time at the bookstore, but mostly just like looking about because that's kind of the fun part. So I didn't actually get an amount of books that is equivalent to the amount of time I spent there, but I got A Little Princess. The classic, because there's a part of me that wants to read classics and there's a part of me that just loves this color purple, so I got it. I got Peace Like a River by Leif Inger. I read this in senior year and it like touched my soul, and I read it again. Oh my gosh, it matches my nails. I read it again maybe like 2020 actually. I know it was 2020. Touched my soul again. I don't know how to describe, but it's just a very good book, and I didn't own it, and so I thought it would be nice to own it. And it's a pretty color, honestly, too. And then I got Before We Were Yours, mostly because it was $4 for a hardback, and this has been on my TBR for like forever, and I've just never read it. So nothing like super fun and exciting. I feel like the bookstore that I did go to, you don't necessarily go to get like contemporary books. The average published year of the bookstore I went to is, I'm sure, so far older than a lot of bookstores, but it was fun. It was cute. I dropped off the donations that I wanted to drop off because I was like over on that side of town, so that was fun and that was cute. And then I went grocery shopping, and now I'm back and I haven't eaten, and so I need to do that, and so I'm gonna do that and like sit and hang out for just a little second. I don't know when I'm gonna work out. I don't know my plan for the rest of the day. I feel like the downside of having days off and having holidays is that like the main perk of it, I feel like, is Sunday night whenever you don't have to go to work the next day. But then like, I mean, today's been fine, I'm not complaining, but it's like now I know I have to go to work tomorrow and I don't love that. Good morning. I feel like a little vlog failure again because I did all of yesterday and forgot to talk to you. I apologize. I won't let it happen again. Today is, oh, see, and I was gonna say today is Tuesday. Today is Wednesday because yesterday was Tuesday, the first day of work, coming back after the weekend. A saving grace from yesterday was the fact that it was not as busy as last week, which is a very high bar. Like, if it were to be as busy as last week, that's a very high bar to me. However, it was not still a normal work level. I felt like I was still kind of busy. And I don't know if it was coming back from the weekend or like what specifically did this to me, but I felt like I was just kind of overthinking everything yesterday. Feeling kind of anxious, all those types of feelings, which is never my favorite thing. But Zach and I drove to work yesterday because there was like, it was raining whenever we were leaving. There was the chance of it being freezing rain. It was not. It was just regular rain, but several schools in the area did close down in preparation for it. But so we drove to work. Today I'm walking and it is 15 degrees. So R.I.P. R.I.P. But so I got home yesterday and made dinner, made a little taco salad, took a bath, ate my little piece of cake in the bath. It was incredible. I thought it was like the best idea that I'd ever come up with. Laid on the couch, read, and went to bed quite early because I've been waking up earlier to work out, which is cute of me. I know. This morning I woke up and I was going to work out. Unfortunately, it is 12 degrees outside at current time. So I was like, well, I really don't want to walk to the gym in these conditions, so I'll just do a workout here. And then it dawned on me, like, I'm walking to and from work today, so that's my little like zone 2 cardio, and I'm also going to ballet tonight. So I was like, why? I don't need to do something extra. That's silly of me. And so I'm just gonna get a start on making my lunch, making my breakfast, and then probably sit back on the couch and read some more. Doing a little OOTD, but I don't really think this is the best place to do it. The overhead lighting does a lot for the forehead, and not everything at the forehead has asked it to be. What is that? Whoa, that's your ballet? Whoa! Turn. That's closer.
What, you do a little?
No, not quite, but that's closer. That's what it would be like in class.
Like that?
Yeah. It's me. Remember me? Oh my gosh, Harry Potter just started playing in my ears and didn't realize he was gonna do that. It's Thursday. I feel like the theme of our recent vlogs is continuing of busy social work week in the life. Busy work week in a social worker's life. That's what we're doing nowadays. I will say, I feel like my days, they were up here. They're probably like here now, where like I'd like to be here, you know? So it's progress, it's improvement, but it's a trial. I did have my supervision today and it was actually very, very helpful. I say actually, it usually is very, very helpful. It's actually really, no, it was usually very, very helpful. But today I feel like was the first time that I actually had like cases that I needed to discuss. And so that was awesome. And I always shout this from the rooftops. Like one of my favorite benefits of my current job is the fact that we get supervision that's just included, because not every social work job has that, though they should. And if you can find one that does, it's a good deal. With that being said, I feel like another theme that is connecting from yesterday's vlog to today's, last week's vlog to this week's vlog is just like the taking care of myself and trying to kind of like dissociate, not in a bad way, but like remove myself, separate myself from work once I'm off at the end of the day, which I'm gonna keep citing back last week's video apparently. Go watch it so you understand my references to myself. But I feel like that plays into sometimes the vlogs not being as in depth when I get home in the afternoon, because it's like once I get home I just I'm done with work and I need to transition. Yesterday that was my ballet class. I realized afterwards, I wasn't even realizing in the moment, which is awesome, but like after I was done ballet I was like, I didn't think about work like once in that class. Like I didn't have the chance to because I was so focused, and I was kind of challenging myself more yesterday, like doing some of the harder things, which was fun, but also meant that I was like failing a lot more because I was challenging myself a lot more. But it was good. I still feel very glad to be back in my little adult ballet, and once I have the bandwidth I'm sure I'll do more in-depth like evenings and everything. Maybe even like an evening routine coming up, a night routine coming up, something like that once my life boils down. I keep saying like this has to be just like a wave of busyness, and I need it to come off. I'm gonna be on the other side of the wave. Zach's about to get home. Hey! I was just finishing up my work update. Did you have any work update?
I just got back from work. My work update.
Well, we knew that part already because I said it. Oh, I didn't explain my glasses. I just wore them to be cute today.
She accomplished that goal.
Yeah, she did accomplish that goal. And my hair's up because it needs to be washed, but it will get washed tonight.
Ooh. Good thing.
After I make dinner, I'll go work out and then I'll wash my hair after I do all that. Tonight's dinner is bean burrito in a bowl. What's your Amazon package?
Retinol.
Ah, the skincare. Fun, fun, fun. Oh, I super zoomed in. Hello, I'm 24. I feel like that means that I need to start a new playlist on my YouTube now because my current one says Life at 23 and we're no longer living life at 23. This one I'll still put in that playlist, but like starting from here on out, maybe a new one. As you can tell, this is the only video clip that I've taken today on my little birthday. Maybe I'll insert some pictures that I took because I took some pictures. I've been doing a lot of the like photo day in the lives on TikTok, which is nice and honestly is really super easy too. But we had the service of remembrance today that I told you about at the beginning of the week, and I think it was really beautiful. There were like a few minor hitches, like technical difficulties and things throughout, but overall having families back for like closure and also for support and also for celebrating the lives of their children was super beautiful and really seemed very meaningful, and it kind of felt like then all of the thought and effort that has been put in by myself but also mostly my coworkers to make this service what it was so worth it too. So it was a very special part of my job that they're annual, so this is my first one that I don't want to say like I look forward to in the future because it's such a sad thing to like need to exist, but just I do think it's pretty wonderful for closure and for celebration and for support and for our community and for giving parents a chance to continue sharing memories that they have of their child. It's so sad, but also it's incredible to focus on the joyful memories and the love that all of these families feel for their children forever. So with that, we're done with this video, and subscribe before you go, and I'll see you next week for one that maybe feels a little less patchworky, a little less, I need to stop trying to predict the future because it's never right. See you next week for whatever the week brings.